Here's a summary about Chapter 5 with self-management. Remember, even though our textbook uses the phrase and everyone uses the phrase time management, in our class we say self-management because we cannot change or manage time. We can only change or manage our use of time, meaning we can only manage ourselves. So there are 4 steps to self-management. Step 1, track your time. Step 2, identify your priorities. Step 3, build your schedule. And step 4, use tools to track your progress. You start by tracking your time for a week. You may use the time log we have available in our class, and basically just record how you are currently using your time. You're not making any judgments yet, but you're recording your activities so that you can examine the patterns and draw some conclusions. After you've tracked your time for a week, then you're ready to identify your priorities. Prioritizing is really the key to this whole self-management concept. You would look at all of your activities in your life and determine how important they are to you and how important they are to achieving your goals and moving your life forward. We use a 4-point scale in this class, with 4 being critically important to your life, 3 highly important, 2 moderately important, and 1 little or no importance. So you would look at how you tracked your time and all of your life activities and actually identify your 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s. Then after you've identified those priorities, you need to build a schedule to make sure you're able to accomplish your 4s first, then your 3s, then if there's time, your 2s, and maybe you'll have some time for 1s. After you build your schedule, you can use some tools to make sure you stay on track and you're progressing. A to-do list is a 24-hour period, and I recommend that you would create your to-do list every morning based on your priorities, looking at your day and knowing what your 4s are. They go first in your to-do list, then your 3s, then your 2s. You may not even have any 1s on a to-do list based on what your priorities are that particular day. A project plan is another tool specific to college students. You probably have some long-term assignments or projects in your classes, and you can use a project plan to lay out that project or paper or large commitment in a class. Similar to goal setting, when you use a project plan, you will have action steps and time frames. So here's an example in our slideshow of writing a paper. And you'll see the action steps, the estimated time for each, a mini deadline, and then please don't forget to give yourself credit when you have accomplished each of the action steps by crossing them off, Xing them out, however you feel comfortable. But again, make sure you give yourself credit by doing that, which will increase your self-efficacy. There are 2 additional tools I recommend that students consider using in self-management that are not included in our textbook. So here you see a picture of a weekly planner, and whether you use a paper and pen version as you see here, or perhaps a technology version on your phone, a weekly planner allows you to get a view of your entire week, and you can plan your priorities a week at a time. In fact, You could actually use each day of your weekly planner as a daily to-do list. The fourth tool is something called a semester calendar, or sometimes it's called a term schedule. And you see an example here of the beginning of a fall semester. The idea is that you are able to see the entire semester in one view. So you could get one of those dry erase calendars that show 3 months at a time, or you could simply create this tool for yourself using monthly calendars that you tape together, or even pieces of paper that you put together so you can see all weeks of the semester in one view. Then you would put your commitments for each of your classes using different colors into this semester calendar. Plus, you would also want to put some large life commitments into this semester calendar as well. Then you're able to see the entire semester in one view, and the key is to place this semester calendar in a spot in your home where you would see it every day, or at least on a regular basis. Then you would be able to look ahead and be aware of a particular week that may be really hectic with lots of commitments for school and life. Being able to look ahead and see that will allow you to perhaps accomplish some priorities earlier than they're originally scheduled, thereby making that week a little less hectic.